Alright, good morning, Facebook. I hate mornings. I know you do too. I hope everybody does. So what time is it? Oh, Jesus, God almighty. It's before the sun. It's 9:45. So, what we're going to talk about today is basically what you do if you find a weapon on the ground or anything like that. Because let's face it, we do live in Fort Myers and bad things happen. I do have another group of students here. I think almost everybody's accounted for with a position with another firm, but if not, who's looking for a job? I got 3 people looking for positions when they're done.
Raise your hand if you're looking for a position.
1, 2, 3. All right, so I got more than half the class. I got 3 people looking for a position with a security firm when they finish here. So employers out there, give me a call and then I'll give you their numbers and we'll go from there. Now, what happens if you find a weapon on the ground? Well, first thing, don't touch it. Keep your grubby little hands off of it. You put prints on it and all that other wonderful stuff. And as we all know, watching CSI, you know, forensics is kind of the key to most of everything. So if we go over here, we've got a simulated weapon on the ground. Now, this blue gun is a Taurus. I think it's a 24/7. Yeah, the 24/7. Honestly, if this was found on the ground, I'd probably throw it in the back of the car or throw it in the trash because they're garbage. But so Taurus 24/7. Don't go and pick it up and put it in your vehicle and say, "Cool, I got a drop gun now." That's unethical and illegal. Don't touch it. The firearms on the ground. All right. Now, me personally, I will take a picture of it with my phone. You got different ways of doing it. And I'm high resolution here because I've got an Android, which is better than iPhones. I've got a camera and different functions and a flash, and it's kind of cool. It's not gaudy and it's not all glass. You go to take a picture of your weapon that you found. Size it up. One of the easiest methods of doing that is taking out a dollar bill, putting it on the ground for size measurement, and snap a picture of it. Step back, snap a wide angle view of the entire area. That way you've got an area, that way you've taken that picture where you know where the firearm was discovered at, so you can note it down in your report later on. Next thing you're gonna do, call law enforcement out here. Or you do it first, I could care less, but make sure that you get law enforcement coming. Sometimes they'll keep you on the phone, which is one of the reasons I really hate 911 systems, is because it's a dispatcher, or it's a 911 operator and not dispatch. You start talking to them, and if you know 10 codes and signal codes, and you start talking, you're like, huh? I'm like, all right, idiot, put me on the phone with dispatch so I don't have to relay everything that I just said to you over again. It's literally wastes so much time, it's not even funny. And in those situations where seconds count, I hate 911 operators. I hate them. They're not dispatchers. So anyway, they can keep you on the phone for like 15 minutes and it's just annoying. So use your discretion wisely whether or not you're going to call law enforcement first or take your pictures first. Once you've gotten all that done, law enforcement's en route, you make your report. Get the responding officer's name and number if you can. They're going to have you fill out a witness statement form of where you found the weapon at and so on and so forth, what condition the weapon was in, did you touch it, did you not touch it, so on and so forth. Like I said, don't touch it. It's just like finding bullets. I have found expelled projectiles that have been laying in random areas where you can tell that they have been shot from a firearm and landed in different areas. We talked earlier about the one of the most rounds that most people don't think about is that 22 LR. That's very short and small, 22 caliber. And most people don't realize that it'll carry at a 33-degree angle, between 33 and 45-degree angle, if it's shot properly, will go and have an effective range of 1.1 miles. You can kill somebody effectively that way. 1.1 miles with a 22. So when I find a 9mm slug on the ground that's rifled in the whole 9 yards, you can tell it's been shot out of a weapon. You might want to call that in too. You can never tell if that bullet has been used in a crime or may match ballistics with a weapon that was used in a crime. Found that thing over off of Summerlin, or not Summerlin, sorry, off of 41 across the way from Beacon Manor. Well, what's over there? Pine Manor, aka Crime Manor, that little crap hole of Fort Myers. Everything goes south over there, random shootings, this, that, and the other, so that round probably came from that area. Probably used in a crime, the weapon's probably used in a crime. It's usually how it is, especially when you find a round out in the middle of a parking lot somewhere. And patina on the copper jacket hadn't even started really turning that dark bronzy brown color. It tells you that round is still fairly fresh, within the last couple of days or maybe a week. So anyway, you take your pictures, you call the cops, you're going to get the incident report number that the police department or sheriff's department issued to it, and put it on your put it down as a on your daily activity report. Is it an incident? I would like to say so. There was a weapon recovered, right? It's an actual incident. That way the property manager or whoever's in charge of the client or the company can later on pull that incident report from the sheriff's department or police department, and now they have everything they need. Because let's say that the weapon was used in a crime or was used to maybe shoot up the building and left behind. They're going to need all of that information, right? One of the other things you kind of want to think of too is before you found the weapon, what did you notice? What did you hear? Did you hear screeching tires? Did you hear any shootings? Did you hear any pops? Around the weapon, assess the area. You see a blood trail maybe. Maybe somebody was shot. Maybe two gangbangers popping off at each other. Poetic justice at its finest, street justice, whatever you want to call it. So, assess the area. You're in a parking lot. You find the weapon there. Look around at the vehicles. Alright, see if any of the vehicles have gunshots in them. Maybe the vehicle was shot into or shot out of. Alright, so taking a look at where that glass is lying. If somebody shot, first of all, if they shot from inside of the vehicle, God help them, because that's going to ring the hell out of the bell. If you shoot inside of a confined area, that's a lot of noise, a lot of concussion. It's going to give you, that's a nice little womp womp sounds going on. Anyway, so you shoot from inside of the vehicle, glass is going to be laying on the outside. Shooting into the vehicle, glass is getting thrown into the vehicle. Shooting through a windshield from the front, going in. So change that angle, trajectory, and everything like that, so you'll be able to tell if the rounds are going in, because it's going to be solid on the outside and punctured out on the backside from that laminate glass. If it's shot from the inside out, you're going to have the round nose going to be inside, and the backside of the glass is going to be exploded out more. Right? Different rounds do different things. You got 9mm, 40, 45, 380, then you've got your AR rounds, which are 5.56 or 223, and then you got your AK, 7.62, 39s. Now you got your M14s, which are 308. You've got your M1 Garands, that's going to be 30-06. Each one of those rounds do something different. Have different powder strength behind them, different primers. So, and the way ballistics works, it's not conclusive. Right? Somebody shoots a gun, they can't, it's not like CSI. It's like, oh, it was shot out of a Glock 17 with, right-hand twist on it, and it was definitely this person's gun. I can tell you that the serial number matches to this barrel. No, it doesn't work that way. Bullets are not, barrels are not like a fingerprint, okay? You shoot a round out of a firearm, lands and groovings line up with the barrel. Awesome. I can tell you what gun it came from. That's it. What you start matching up is bullet used, the manufacturer of the bullet, the primer, the casing, the gases, the different sulfur contents and ammonia content, different contents of the powder, because every company uses their own proprietary blend of powders and primers. All right? Whether or not it has a sealed primer on it or not. Sealed primers are going to give off a little, different chemical compound. That's how you get a conclusive match to a firearm. All right, so don't touch it, because you also don't know if the gun's loaded. All All right, and if it was thrown out, hell, maybe it's got a round lodged in the barrel. So don't mess with it. Don't touch it. That's simple. Any questions? All right. Anybody got a pen on that? No? Don't do this. Got a gun? Yeah, okay. That's just as bad as picking it up. If you don't know how the weapon was recovered. Law enforcement gets there, yeah, you've taken pictures of it and you want to make it safe and make it clear. I get that. That was my instinct, is to pick it up and drop the mag out of it, clear the chamber. Don't touch it, okay? Facebook. We got any questions, comments, concerns, bitches, or gripes?
We have Jacqueline Albertson that said, no, 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 don't touch that.
Hey, Mom, how you doing? I got your medicine. It's in the car. So, that's my mother. It's awesome. So, it pretty much sums that up. It's very simple, very basic. I mean, it's security, guys. It's not rocket science. It's common sense. If you don't have common sense, you ain't gonna be able to do anything in this world. And I know they call it common sense, but it's not so common. And we are in Florida. There's some idiots down here. So also make sure we keep in mind, like I said before, that the times are changing, the weather's changing. You can tell that season is upon us. Our license plates are starting to change colors. We're getting everybody from up north. Gotta love those snowbirds. I hate snowbirds. Can't stand them. They cause more problems down here than anything. Accidents, the whole 9 yards. So anyway, we got colder weather coming our way. Keep out for the senior citizens driving around. So that's your snowbirds. They cause more accidents down here than young drivers do. They cause more fatalities than young drivers do. They're dangerous. The other thing is, weather's colder, right?
Oh.
Concealed weapons, guys. It's gonna be easier to conceal a weapon now. You're gonna have sweaters, jackets, long sleeve shirts, the whole 9 yards, so make sure you're looking for things. I mean, I'm nice and skinny. I'm all 130 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. There's nothing to me. And I've got a big block on my right side. You want to keep that awareness going. You want to make sure that you've got that visual going on. All right, they've got guns that look like this now. Looks just like a little pocket knife right there, which this is my pocket knife, don't get me wrong, but Kel-Tec, Ruger, Glock, you know, all these different weapon manufacturers are now building little clips that go on the side of your firearm that look just like that. I have found multiple weapons on people where it looked like a pocket knife. Pocket knives are usually authorized in different areas. Guns, however, are not. A pocket knife is a utility tool. It is not a weapon. All right. Anyway, I'm Mike with PSI, the Professional Security Institute. So Jesse is out there at the trade show in Vegas, wishing him luck, sending him love. Not too much love though, because you know he is married. And you know, please visit us at the extractor.us. If you have questions about your Second Amendment, and if you like your freedom and you like your Second Amendment, and you want to hear a ring in different calibers, we got you covered here at the good old Tactical Weapons. The other thing here, I'd like to show you this silencer shop. We can now have your silencers, suppressors, I don't know why they call them silencers, suppressors built and manufactured through Silencer Shop, and they'll do your NFA setup right here. They'll get your NFA paperwork started. So you set up your NFA trust, roll right into the fingerprints, the background, the whole 9 yards, send everything out to the ATF and get that ball rolling for you. Get your suppressors tax stamp back in about 6 to 7, maybe 8 months. Anyway, come visit us at Tactical Weapons, the gun negotiator. Visit us online, psi.fortmyers.com. That's a security school here. If you have questions about security work, sorry, pumpkin spice, man. You can't go wrong with pumpkin spice. If you have need for security or anything like that, we got the security company, Professional Security Inc. That's psifl.com. Very simple as well. You're already on Facebook, so I'm going to skip that. I mean, hopefully you already know that it says Professional Security Institute. If not, man, you should really reevaluate yourself. Anyway, check us out on YouTube, Professional Security Institute. All right? Awesome. And if nobody has any other questions, comments, concerns, once again, we have our election coming up on the 8th. God help our country, because you know we're screwed both ways. And I'm Mike with PSI, and as usual, oh yeah, give me a call, 239-936-7044 if you have any questions. Forgot about that. 239-936-9950 for the gun shop. And for the security company, 936-9954. I'm Mike with PSI, and as always, guys, stay informed.